Okay, guys, thank you for joining me, grade eights. Tonight we're going to take a look at balancing equations. Um, you already know how to do this. We went through this last year, but I want to go through it one more time and give you a chance to practice doing different types of equations so that I know that you're 100% capable of doing it. Remember, we hope to be through this whole thing by the end of the month, so better that we make sure, okay? Equations are a little bit like a balancing act. You want to have the same weight on each side, and I'm going to try to take a look at how to do that with numbers so that you can feel more comfortable with it. Again, we've already kind of touched on this, but I want to make sure that you have a pretty good idea of how to balance that equation no matter which type of equation you're working with, okay? So bear with me, we'll go through this a little bit, and if you do come upon something that doesn't make sense to you or you're having trouble with, we'll talk about it tomorrow in class. Here we go. Okay, so what we're looking at is equalizing an equation, balancing it, if you will, okay? And the balancing is going to happen between this line and on either side, okay? So I know you can look at this and you know exactly what's going on, okay? Girl came along, ate 10 grapes, there were 2 left. How many grapes did we start out with? Okay, we can be that simple. The idea, though, is to come up with a way, a convention, if you will, on how to figure out what the answer is, right? We're looking for a way that we can do it consistently. And the best way to do that is to balance it out. We want to have the same on both sides. So if we use the line, the balancing line, as the equal sign, what we have is g minus 10 on this side and 2 on this side. Well, what I really want to do to figure this answer out, what I really want to do is I want to get rid of that 10 and get it with the numbers on this side and leave me with nothing but algebra on this side, nothing but letters on this side. So if I'm going to get rid of that, what I'm really looking at doing is g minus 10 plus 10. Okay? That's what I'm really trying to do here. I'm trying to make it so all I have is g on this side. But to balance it on this side, I also have to add 10. Now they're balanced. I haven't changed the actual equation. What I've done is I've balanced it on either side of the line, and I've gotten rid of the 10 on this side. So g minus 10 equals 2. That means if I go g minus 10 plus 10, I only have g left here. I've eliminated it. But since I've added 10 to this side, I have to add 10 to this side. So that leaves me with just plain old g on this side, and leaves me with 12 on that side. And that's how you do a balanced equation, okay? The idea is whatever I do on this side, I have to do on this side, and I have to get down to nothing but letters on this side and nothing but numbers on this side. Let me give you another example, okay? 2t equals 10. Again, I know you know the answer is 5. The idea isn't to find the answer, it's to find how to find the answer, so when you get something more complicated, you can. So if I've got 2t on this side, and I've got 10 on this side, what do I have to do to get to just plain old t on the other side? Well, to get to plain old t, since I know 2t is the same thing as 2 times t, I have to divide it by 2. So 2t divided by 2, which means I also have to divide this side by 2. Well, 2t divided by 2 is just straight old t. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, t equals 5. Okay, again, I've balanced the 2 of them out, I've made sure I've done the same thing on both sides, and the answer's there. Okay, one more example. 9 equals u plus 3. Well, on this side I've got 9, and this side I've got u plus 3. Well, okay, to balance it out, what I really have to do on this side is, because I just want letters, u plus 3 minus 3. Okay? That would leave me with just u. On the other hand, on this side, I can't leave it unbalanced. I can't do the minus 3 on this side and not do minus 3 on this side, so it becomes minus 9 minus 3. Okay? So that leaves me with just u on this side. That leaves me with what? 6 on this side. So u equals 6. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is keep those systems in mind as you're working through the stuff I'm giving you for homework tonight, especially questions 5 through 8. They all specifically go back to this one here as a way of figuring it out. Okay. The idea is to model it, get an idea of exactly what you're doing, and come back in tomorrow and try some more of the application questions. Okay. All right. Give it a try. We'll see how you do, and let's talk this over tomorrow for more details. Okay.